can go back. Done with the planter. Well, we're not actually done with the planter, are we? I am going to need the planter soon, so what I might do is I might keep this out and park it at the yard at the end. I don't think I've got any maize seed either. Well, that's something we're going to have to look into, I guess. Okay, that's fine where it is. Where the planting calendar. It's day 8, day 9 tomorrow. There's no. Actually, we are in corn planting season and soybean planting season, but we have to wait until summer before we can do the barley. Okay, that's fine. Let's find the JCB now. Oh. So we will take these guys to market. Going to stop halfway down. We'll make sure that we fill up the water troughs. There we go. And that's the nice thing about being able to place these pipes. You can place the taps anywhere. So being able to place the taps, both of them here, just means that I only have to get out once. JCB's struggling with the weight of the sheep. Alrighty. Go. Come on, we can do 40. Don't think legally you can do 40 even in JCB in the UK. Taylor, good morning. Welcome to our regular Saturday stream on Oakfield Farm. So there's another bunch of mods dropped for 22, including a Sleep Anywhere trigger. So you now don't have to buy a house. You can sleep in your tractor. And what else is there? Also surprised to see new mods dropping on FS19, because obviously FarmSim 22's out, and I think in the past Giants have just said the new game's come out, so we're not processing any mods for the old one. But that's not been the case, at least for this week. There's been quite a number of FarmSim 19 mods dropping. I think the TLX 2000 what is it? The Ford GMC Chevy, the Ford GMC Dodge or Ram sort of lookalikes. They all got an update this week. Now, I don't have any farm that they really fit on. Obviously, if I was playing a US farm, I could consider using those. The Roland pack was released on FS22, which I think now does give us an animal transporter that you can haul behind a tractor. The problem I noticed so far, we got the horse box, we got a gooseneck horse box, which can still only transport 2 horses. And then we got the big semi trailer and nothing else. Just going to drive straight in here. We'll just face the wrong way. Okay, it didn't detect my trailer. Still didn't detect my trailer. Okay, fine. Oh, that's because there's no sheep in the trailer, because I didn't confirm to load them. Well, that was dumb. We just drove all the way up here because we wanted to go for a drive, I guess. So I think I've got the Roland pack loaded now on this one. So where is it? Animal transports. You get that. You get a gooseneck one of those, and you get I think the Wilson trailer, and that's it. And I think the Roland pack gives us that one, which isn't big, but you're kind of restricted with the pens that you get on Farm Sim 22 as to how many animals you can hold in each one. But that's going to be sufficient, I think. Excuse me, I'm going to turn the heating down a bit. Oh. Okay, that should help a bit. Although the Roland kit is very pricey when you compare it to the other stuff, and I don't know if that's as true here. Where is it? I mean, this one, I mean, it's 51,067. You do get the, what is it? TKL. Hook lift trailer and a couple of those. No, even these are expensive. 11,000 for 36. And we look down here. Well, 27 for 21. So Roland is pricey. 11 for 36, yeah, and 15 for 66. I mean, it's sort of, why wouldn't I buy, as I said, this one, which is 21 and costs way less, carries way more. But at least animal transport. So that's kind of a good thing, I guess. Okay, we will run very fast back to the farm, or at least as fast as JCB will let us. I mean, I think my biggest complaint so far is the choice of small seeders. I mean, everybody's starting from the basics. Even if you're farm manager with 1.5 million, you're starting with pretty much the basics. You've got a basic, medium or small tractor, maybe one of each. You've got a small seeder, you've got a small tipper, and you're really working bare bones if you want to grow your farm quickly. Yeah, the way to make money is to have land. Produce product that you can sell, and the more of it you can produce, the faster you make the money. And outside of that, you want to spend as little on equipment as possible, but the choices of small equipment is just, Yeah, we didn't get any of the Kverneland stuff transport over. We didn't get any of the small Alpine Pack stuff get transported over. We didn't get much in the way of small Kuhn stuff transferred over. And it's a huge hole for the starting farmer. I think everybody's using the little blue seeder that's 3 metre working width. I don't mind a 3 metre working width, but give me some variety at least. What are we actually looking at? Where are cedars? Planters, cedars. No, it is cedars. Give me one of those. I like that. There's actually a pack that has the D830 and the D840, or the D940, whatever it is, and it's a 3 metre and a 4 metre cedar that just slaps to the back of the tractor. No frills. But, just little things like that. We've got all the big stuff, but yeah, starting farm sim, you can't get the big stuff right now. Unless you just buy one big seeder and one big tractor and do a bunch of seeding contracts, because that's all you're able to do now. Though again, you could just buy one big tractor and lease all your equipment as and when you need it, because it now defaults to seasons. If you keep that default on, why would you want to do you're not open to the plant a field, harvest a field, plant a field, harvest a field, do it as quickly as you can cycle. Because that's just not a thing when you're playing seasons. Seasons, you have to take your time. Oops. Okay. I think that's capacity. Yeah, that's capacity. So click on confirm this time, so we actually have sheep in the box. And I think I need to make 2 runs to clear out most of these. And once this is done, we're not going to need this in livestock transporting mode. Oops. For another year. And potentially next year, what I might be able to do is buy one of those man trucks and an animal transport module for the back of it. So we'll switch to that. I might look at having a second truck on the farm and using it for because it's a multi-purpose truck. We could sell the short skip, the thing I had the wood in on the back of the truck that we have. I could sell that and use the bigger modules on the newer truck model. The newer truck model can't be treated as a semi, so we keep the old truck and just use it as a semi. Which is fine. Or I could sell it and buy a new semi as well. Yeah. Options? I don't know. Anyway. Get to the job of selling sheep. I could sell them directly from the field, but you have to pay the transport fee. Oh, go fast, go fast. Okay. I do like on Farm Sim 22 the traffic is far more regionally appropriate. So you have French cars driving on the French map. I haven't checked out Erlengrat, but I assume it's using the same set of cars as the French map is using. I haven't checked out Erlengrat at all. It's kind of, the startup on that map, if you start where the farm's supposed to be, you're kind of looking at, well, it's a grass farm. Now there's money to be made in grass farms, obviously. Lots of money, because you can harvest the grass multiple times, you can turn it into silage. Silage bales now take as long as silage clamps to turn into silage. So that's now incorporated in. That was a feature of Seasons, and now it's in the main game. You don't wrap a bale and it's immediately silage. I'm going to make the extractor production interesting, I guess. Yeah, we did bring sheep with us. Good. As I said, I think I can just drive in here and press the button, and there they all are. So 262, 252. 3,000. It's income. I'm not going to complain. It's more sheep income, and we already have a ton of sheep income. If we look at again here, we've already made 76 on animal sales, and the wool sales 90. 90 is awesome, but that was from 500 productive sheep. So you might think, yay, that is awesome income from wool. But if I turn both those fields over to arable, or all three of those fields over to arable crops, I would probably see an income of about 200, 300,000 in a year for each field. So he's doing animals worth it. There are a lot of time invested feeding them. Okay. Don't look. Oh, there's another one. Yeah, if I'd gone around the right way, I'd have been stuck behind both of them going down here at 15 miles an hour, 20 miles an hour. I do like that now, Farm Sim 22, there must have been an adjustment out this week, I'm guessing, that license plates are now standard as opposed to default to none, which they did in the first few days. Now, if you buy new equipment, they come with the license plate. You can still edit the license plate, change its style. There's usually two styles, but I like that that's now a standard feature, although there are still a number of motorized pieces of equipment that do not have license plates. Most notably in the harvester section, both case IH harvesters don't have license plates, and the class dominator doesn't have a license plate. And I was thinking, well, that's kind of okay because it's a mod. So maybe they just transferred all the assets over from 19 and didn't bother adding the license plate to it. But then the Case IH 7200 Pro does support license plates. So somebody took time out to add that feature to at least one of the vehicle mods that they gave us. They just didn't do it to all of them. And we're going to have to jump out, open the gate. I could leave the gate open. But, I guess I won't for now. Okay, back to the bottom. So if you don't click on here, as soon as you start scrolling, it'll jump you back to the last thing you clicked on. That one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. So it'll come in batches of 3 mostly. There's a single. And that might be all of the mails. I wasn't sure I had a full truckload. I'm not seeing any more. Okay, that's fine. We'll confirm that. I like how the animal sheds now supply water, so there is a benefit to having an animal shed as opposed to just using the pastures. The pastures are cheap and very small, but the fact that the sheds provide water to the animals does mean that it'll save you the figure when you're buying one. You're saving the requirement to have a tanker to move water in, and that's $9,500. Plus it allows you to have more animals in the shed than in the pasture. I did check out the seed store. You can basically get a seed silo on FarmSim 22, and you pay to load it, and then you drive up with your seeder and fill your seeder from the storage. So it's a convenience to having a seed supply on the farm, and as I said, you have to pay to fill it. So I think the seed one takes about 67,500 litres of seed, and you can buy them as 1 litre and then increments of I think 5, so you can 5, 10, maybe 20, that type of thing. So you can look at your starting and say, well, I only need 10 litres or 5 litres of seed to start the farm, so you just fill it up with 5 litres of seed. The seed does cost more than if you go to the store and pick it up yourself, but when your seeder only carries 600 litres of seed, you're either going to need to take a trailer and a front loader down there to haul all the seed back to your farm, and then you've got to store it in a shed somewhere, or you just buy this thing, which is, it's going to cost you money, and then you pay to fill it up, and it's not significant. You're talking over 1,000 litres, I think. Maybe take the most expensive seed bag that you can buy. It's probably about $30-40 dollars more expensive to have them fill up your seed repository. There's one for fertilizer liquid and there's one for fertilizer solid, and I assume there's a similar, probably about 5% markup to have it filled up for you. But then you've got the conveniences. All your seed is on the farm, you can just drive up to it and load up the seeder as and when you need. And you can probably get yourself a small tipper and fill that up, and and do field resupply as and when needed. That's another thing we didn't get, was a seed resupply tender. Which is a little unfortunate, I think. And there's another 2,000 from sheeps. So auger wagons, yeah, you get things like this, which, 8,000 litres, but it's really useful for taking seed out to the fields in. I'm not sure, if you can auto-fill a seeder from a tipper. I haven't tried that yet. But if that's a possibility, then you could always buy the small Stroutman. This one is available as a mod. Buy it 4,000 litre capacity. You could fill it with 4,000 litres of seed and then haul the seed out to the field and use it to resupply your seeders on site, especially considering the seed capacity of the small seeders that you get. But I did that as I wonder what. I think I did it on the farm I streamed with, so we'll probably end up using that, especially since we do have some big fields on that farm, and so it's going to take a bit to seed them all, although we're only going to be seeding most of them with canola, and canola is still a very low seed use. What is that? I guess you could say efficient to plant crop. Doesn't cost you much to plant canola, and it's kind of nice that it's the first thing you can plant. You can plant that day one, but depending on how much land you've bought, day one is mostly going to be spent ploughing, cultivating, picking up rocks, and possibly seeding. Now, my personal test farm, I am finding if you use a subsoiler, it throws up big rocks, which is going to be big damage to your equipment, and next day you're going to wake up to fields of weeds. So subsoilers could be a questionable choice, and we'll probably see that on the stream farm next time I get a chance to play it, and that'll be, if I do play it, that'll be evenings, or I have also said I'll play it during the day off on the holiday. I got yesterday off, day after Thanksgiving. We get one day next to Christmas, usually the closest one to the weekend. So if Christmas Day is on Thursday, then that day off is Friday. If Christmas Day is Tuesday, then that day is Monday. Not actually sure what day Christmas Day is here this year, but we get an extra day off. That day I will be streaming more of that playthrough, just so that we can try stuff out and see what's what. Okay, I think I should be able to do that. We are not in the right bay, so I'm gonna have to go backwards and forwards a couple of times here. But we have the four-wheel steering, so not a big problem. I think I shuffled this over next to those hay bale, or the bale creels. Okay, we will plant right about there and select the shed on the back, stick the arms in, extend the legs, and we have a flatbed trailer. Yay! Oh, we have a flatbed trailer, and stop pressing that button.